Kara, how are you?
I'm so good and so happy to be here with you today.
Yes, it is amazing because you are a great singer, and we want that Mexican audience knows you better. So let's start by telling. Can you tell us how was it when you decided to be a singer?
You know, it was very crazy. It came very naturally to me. I was singing since I was a very young child, and yet I was always singing and dancing and acting and was on the path to be a great performer. And when I decided in my early 20s to move to Berlin, basically it was very difficult for me here to continue with my theater. And in that time, I focused so much on singing that I think that's how it naturally happened that I became the singer that I was, because otherwise I might have been one of those musical stars singing, dancing, and tap dancing and telling jokes and everything else. But Europe was responsible for making me only a big singer.
Okay, that's good. And what is your inspiration?
Do you know, just being alive, I think, is my inspiration. I love so much. I feel very blessed to be able to do what I'm doing as an artist. My life has been sometimes very easy and sometimes very difficult. And every morning I wake up and light my 2 candles and go to my piano and do my composing. And I think just knowing that we have the opportunity to create change in this world is enough inspiration for me to do what I'm doing.
Okay, I am happy because I know your work and I know that you are excellent. And with iTunes, your music is practically worldwide. Can you tell us which countries you never expected to have fans there?
You know, there are many countries. The amazing thing is the internet really revolutionized the way that we as independent musicians are able to go out into this world, and I thoroughly believe in global mind and global heart. And today I have audiences in Syria, which I never imagined. I have audiences in Russia, in Japan, and I have a growing audience in Mexico and Latin America, which I'm totally excited about. It makes me so happy.
Okay, can you tell us 3 songs, obviously a part of the ones you sing, that have changed your life?
Well, I have a lot of songs that seem to anchor me, that I've loved since I was a child. I live very far away from my family, so one of the songs that I love that you might know and maybe the audience knows is a very simple song. It's from a musical, and it says, "Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day."
Okay, that's Oklahoma, right? Yes, from Rodgers and Hammerstein. Yes, I am a fan of Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yes. So whenever I sing this, it always reminds me of just being connected with my family. And other songs, another song that greatly changed me is "Where Is It Written" from Michel Legrand. And it brought me to that place of always asking that question, you know, what is it that we're supposed to be, and where is it that we're going with our life? And I'm one of those never-ending seekers. I think I'm never content. I'm always asking, you know, where's the journey going? And so "Where Is It Written" also changed me and transformed me deeply.
And let's talk about another topic, because we know that you're also an actress. So can you tell us which movies are in your top 3?
And you know, I was lucky that you sent me these questions before, Beto, but this is a very difficult question because there are so many great films, and because I've also had little time to watch films lately, so I'm sure there are films that I've forgotten. But there is one film that I've loved very much. It was entitled Beaches, with Bette Midler, and
okay.
there's a great scene in there that just tore my heart out. And I do love also the musical, which everybody knows, Wizard of Oz, which I could watch 100 times and never get tired. And there's another film that's a German film that I don't know if it's made the international market. It's called Jenseits der Stille, which means beyond the silence, about a beautiful girl who's a musician and her parents are deaf, and the journey that she takes to live the music that she has inside.
That is very interesting because you change from some classical to some German story, so it's very interesting. And
Yes.
as we said before, you are an actress, and can you tell us which role would you like to perform in a Broadway musical and why?
If you would have asked me this a long time ago, I would have told you I wanted to be Peter Pan, and I love Sandy Duncan singing, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. And yeah, and that's basically one of my favorite musicals. And in 2010, when I hit New York City with my show Le Grand Love, these were not Broadway musicals, but I did a whole program based on the music of Michel Legrand, and it was so well received. And I love singing the songs, Papa Can You Hear Me, from Yentl, and I Will Wait For You, from the musical The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and all of those soundtrack titles that were from great musicals. They were more from film musicals, but they made me fly with the voice.
Okay, and you know what? Here in Mexico, right now, we have the Mexican production of Peter Pan. And
Wow.
yes, it's amazing. And it is starring Lolita Cortez, and I'm going to sing some of her recordings to you to check how does Peter Pan sounds in Spanish.
Wow.
Yes, it is amazing. And Kara, I'm going to ask you a very big favor. Can you sing us one of your favorite Broadway songs?
I can. What would you like to hear? Would you like to hear Doe a Deer, which I'm always singing?
Yes, please, because The Sound of Music is my favorite film and musical
Really?
all the time, yes.
Oh, okay. I know all the songs from Sound of Music, all of them. I even know this crazy one, Up on a Hill on a Lonely Goat, yodelay, hee-hoo. But of course, the classic song is Doe a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run, so a needle pulling thread, la, the note that follows salty, a drink with jam and bread, that'll bring us back to do, 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 a deer, a female deer. And then she goes, do, mi, so, re, pa, pa, la, ti, ti. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Ba, 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 da, 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 dum, a deer. And it continues. You can sing the song
Yes.
forever, right?
Yes, the original recording is like 5 or 6 minutes, so it's
Yeah.
an amazing song about, and one of the greatest composers, no, Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah, an amazing composer. And I grew up with that musical. At that time, there were no DVDs and YouTubes and Google, so we waited almost 12 months every year to see that musical when we were children. And it was very powerful. And one of my other favorite songs from that musical is, of course, My Favorite Things and Edelweiss, which very few people know.